University of La Verne senior Ron C. has been playing sports since age 4. A guard for the Leopards basketball team, he hoped to play throughout his college career. But those plans were dashed when he was sidelined because of a dangerous medical condition.
It was my sophomore year, I was supposed to be ready to play. Because I didn't play a lot my freshman year. And then my sophomore year, I was expecting to get a lot of playing time and help the team. So it's kind of bad because kind of went from counting expectations of playing a lot during the season to not playing at all of a sudden, just because of my high blood pressure, something I couldn't really control.
High blood pressure is the heart is pumping either too hard or too fast, and so it's the pressure of the blood going through the arteries and the veins.
Called the silent killer, it can lead to a heart attack or stroke. When a young athlete who is fit like Ron develops the condition, doctors have to figure out what's causing it.
We will examine their diet. Do they have high sodium in their diet? Are they overweight? The other factor that sometimes contributes is energy drinks. Again, it's a stimulant, and if the individual is heavily addicted to caffeine or energy drinks, that's certainly going to elevate the blood pressure.
That's why they kind of didn't know what was causing it, because it wasn't hereditary or anything. So that's why they did a lot of tests, because it wasn't that blatantly obvious as to why I was getting it, because it's not like my grandfather or my dad had it at all.
Ron's high blood pressure was diagnosed during a mandatory physical before the 2010 basketball season. It meant he would have to sit out the year.
Once I got diagnosed, I kind of stopped working out because I wasn't allowed to, and because I was afraid I was going to get a heart attack or something.
There have been few studies on high blood pressure among college athletes. Those that have been done focus on football players who appear to be at greater risk. But doctors say anyone who does intense isometric exercises that strain the heart could also increase their risk of high blood pressure. In addition to that, college athletes have to deal with stress.
We do see this maybe a little bit more common is individuals who are called morbidly obese, in other words, highly overweight. Unfortunately, some young men are made to believe that the bigger you are, the more likely you are to make the football team, and particularly in high school, sometimes that leads to individuals putting a lot of fat weight, not muscle weight. And that can contribute to high blood pressure as well, because the heart has to work extra hard to pump the blood through the fat tissue.
First, it starts with the coaches, because they're under tremendous pressure to win, quite frankly. They put pressure on themselves, and the higher up the food chain you go, whether it's Division I, the professional level, there's a pressure to win. From an athlete perspective, I think so. More so if you're talking about student athletes, because they're managing school and managing the stress of competition. So I think that builds in added stress. Not that they're any more special than a normal student, but they have some of those worries that they quite frankly chose to take on. You choose to play basketball at this level, so there is a certain amount of stress that comes with that.
In college athletics, there's a lot of stresses because you're dealing with your personal life, you're dealing with classes, homework, tests, and then you have all the stuff that's associated with sports, like games and practices and weightlifting. So there's a lot of things that's going on in their lives right now. So to control stress, and stress can definitely increase blood pressure, is often a big challenge.
Ron's diagnosis meant he had to change his lifestyle.
Well, I kind of just had to watch what I was eating more. I didn't eat out as much. I wasn't eating fast food as much, and it's kind of hard. It's a college diet mostly. I wasn't eating fast food and everything, so it's hard to have to cook every night just to make sure I'm watching what I'm eating.
As a coach, you understand that there's not every problem that you can fix, but I've gone through what Ron's gone through with high blood pressure, so I was at least able to kind of help him through some of the processes that he was going to go through.
Well, my family's really supportive of everything. They were really, my family and I were really close, so they were there for me the whole time. The coaching staff, it's they could have easily kicked me off the team because I wasn't doing anything for them. So, but they definitely stuck with me. Definitely was strong and kept me motivated to keep getting better, and I was getting better. And I lived with my best friends my sophomore year, so they were always there to talk to and stuff when I got home if I ever had a rough day or something. So pretty much my whole support group was there for me throughout the whole thing.
A year after his diagnosis, Ron no longer needed medication. He increased his workouts and upped his game.
I definitely worked harder, a lot harder. I got in the weight room and stuff to get myself back in shape.
For people to grow, there has to be some sort of catastrophic event, and that was the catastrophic event, for Ron. And it doesn't always necessarily have to be something that's that serious, but for Ron, it really let him know how much he loved the game of basketball, how much he loved being a part of this team, And what I think it really did was it allowed him to understand that he had worked hard, but maybe he has not worked as hard as he would have, or as he did in the past. So it kind of spurred him in that, that summer, that spring and summer, to really kind of cherish every moment.
There are several tips to maintain high blood pressure.
Try to avoid the energy drinks. All that caffeine, all those stimulants will boost your blood pressure to unsafe levels. Be careful of your diet. The biggest thing is stress.
Before you put something in your body, be educated enough about it.
In 2011, Ron was back on the court. In 2013, his final season, he was selected to the SCIAC All-First Team, leading his team in points, assists, and steals. He plans to graduate and take his talents overseas to play professional basketball.